because I was first a cheerleader for the Redskins. So if I can do it, I know you can do it as well. All right, so started my day off kind of slow. In all honesty, could not get out of bed. The original plan was to get up and get moving, be on the road by 10 a.m. because it is Sunday, Thanksgiving holiday weekend. So knew that traffic would be bad, but didn't realize it would be this bad. So it's been pretty much stop and go on 95 North, heading up to Northwest Stadium. So got up, didn't want to get out of bed, but I did get up so that I could grab something to eat. I try to always eat breakfast within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. Got back in bed and just chilled out, watched TV for a little while, and then finally got moving, got up, packed my bag to actually head to Northwest Stadium. So luckily I am, while I'm in the car, able to get a little bit of work done, a little bit of like Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping, because Lake here is an NFL insider and insider for the Commanders. So he also has to work the games. So I'm super lucky because I don't have to drive north and south. So it is really nice. But I am confronted with the question a lot of times about whether or not it's worth it to live in a different city or even a different state, if it's even worth trying out for a particular team, because the commute might be a little hard. Now, I was lucky enough when I cheered for Washington and cheered for the Wizards. I was close. Like, I lived in the DC area. I was 7 minutes from FedEx Field, which is now Northwest Stadium, and about 15-20 minutes from where the Wizards played. So it was super easy for me. So I would always say, yes, of course it's worth it. You know, once you make a team, no matter how far the drive is, you'll figure out a way to make it work. Well, my answer is still yes, because now I am having to do that drive. And for an entire season, the commute was from southern West Virginia. So it was 5.5 hours one way just to get to FedEx Field for the games. Now being in Richmond, it's about 2 hours. Today, it's going to be 2.5, maybe 2 hours and 40 minutes because of Thanksgiving traffic. But I'll say that it is very much still worth it because I love my job. I love being the in-game host. I love being there with the fans. I love being in the environment. So I figure it out. We make it happen. A lot of times we'll go up the day before, stay in a hotel, and that way we're already in Maryland. We didn't do that this time because we were with family, so it's a little different. But tonight, because it is an evening game, I'll go to the hotel and be able to get a good night's rest before having to come back to Richmond for my daytime job as a TV news anchor. But either way, I would definitely say that it is worth it. You do the things and you make time for the things that are important to you. And once you make a team, I promise you, it will not feel like work. You will want to get up, you will want to get moving, and you will want to get there for practice and for games. Now, you may be wondering why I look the way that I look. Well, because I am going to be in the car for 2.5 hours. I went ahead and put on these little eye patches just to help with under eye bags. I was at my family's home kind of late, so didn't get in the bed until late. Actually tried on some clothes when I got home to try to figure out what I was going to wear for today. The players are going to be wearing white, so I wanted to figure out my outfit and make sure I was wearing white as well. So didn't get to sleep until kind of late, so just wearing these for a couple of hours. Still have my hair in my pin curls. That way I don't have to hopefully put heat on my hair once I get ready for the game. And then I will start going over my script here in the car in a little bit. It's already been emailed to me so that I can start reviewing that, so I'm not stressed out or anything about that. So once we get to the area, we're probably going to check into the hotel if we have time. If not, I will eventually, put on my makeup in the car and head straight to Northwest Stadium so that I can make it for the first production meeting. All right, I think that's about it. I'll see you in a little bit. Hey there, so I made it through security. There was quite the line today, which is unusual because I have to get here so early for my production meeting. So first meeting is at 2:30. I am rushing to drop off my bags in the cheerleader dance studio office so that I can head upstairs. All right, I'll see you later. So I made it to the cheerleader dance studio, and obviously it brings back so many memories because this is where I used to dance. Now I am heading up to the press level so that we can get started with our very first pre-production meeting. It's kind of cool because nobody's here yet. So first meeting is over, and now I am heading to the control room for the second meeting. Pretty awesome views from up here. I sometimes hang out up here to watch the command force practice because I can literally see the entire field. Second meeting is over, so now I am going to head back down to the field level so that I can drop off my things in the dance studio office once again. We have a lot of security going up and down, but no issues, no problems because I am cleared. Now, the best part, I get to head out to the field to take a look at the command force. This is the pregame practice, and they literally go over absolutely all of the dances. This is our pregame show, which is called The Show, that they are running through right now. So cool because I see so many of our lovelies. This totally makes my heart so warm. And I got to meet 2 Broncos cheerleaders. Hey there, so it is now pregame practice, and of course the command force is out here. We also have a marching band, so they are practicing as well. It is about 45 degrees, but it feels like 37. So it is so cold out here. But normally what I do after my meetings, I'll go drop my stuff off, and then I'll come out here and just take a peek, look at the command force with their pregame practice. They run through all of the routines that they have to do for this game, and then they're able to go inside, get warm, eat, put on their makeup, all of that stuff, and then they have promos throughout Northwest Stadium before game day. So again, just a lot going on beforehand, but then there's also a whole lot of waiting. So after this, like, we've got a couple of hours before I actually do anything. But I just wanted to hop in and again remind you that for me personally, I honestly believe that I am the in-game host for the Commanders because I was first a cheerleader for the Redskins. So I started obviously as a first lady of football, did 8 amazing seasons here. Some of the most unforgettable years of my entire life. I retired, started sideline prep, and then became a cheerleader for the NBA with the Washington Wizards. With the Washington Wizards, I applied to be the in-game host for the Mystics, which is the WNBA team. From there, I became the in-game host for the Wizards. So I cheered for 3 seasons with the Wizards, and I put down my pom-poms because they asked me to be the in-game host. I didn't even have to apply because they already saw what I could do with the Mystics. So from there, I ended up being the in-game host for the Baltimore Brigade, which is an AFL team, then the Washington Spirit, which is in the NWSL, which is soccer. And just one thing after another. And in 2019, I became the in-game host for the Washington Redskins. So I came back where it all started. This is home for me. And then obviously was still the in-game host for the Washington football team with that name change, and then the name change for the Commanders. But I firmly believe it all started because I took a chance and I went to auditions and I became a Redskins cheerleader. So if I could do it, I know you can do it as well. All right, the band has started their practice. You likely can't hear me. It is getting cold. So I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I'll be sure to show you some of their routines during the actual game. All right, bye. The one, the only command force! So I just wanted to hop in really quick, and because a lot of people ask me what lashes I wear. So for game day, I normally do these, the So Wispy. They look like this. They're pretty full, but not overly aggressive. So that's So Wispy, and it's KBLM02. So hopefully you can see that. So it is the My Cause, My Cleats game. So I am actually rocking these amazing Nikes that Monica made for me. I will put her information in the description, but they are in honor of my mom. I love them. All right, so we are at the end of halftime almost. First half of play, it is 13-7 Broncos, but Commanders, we can still pull it out, of course. At the halftime, there was like frisbee football, which was relatively entertaining. I have to say it is very cold out here, but I'm doing okay. I just think about those days as a cheerleader. You just kept moving and kept moving to stay warm. And we all had our ways of staying warm out here. And I'm actually using a lot of those methods as the in-game host. But one thing that kind of the first half has reminded me, the importance of always being able to adjust and adapt. The cheerleaders have to do it all of the time. As an in-game host, I have to do it as well. So basically, one of my hits got pushed until the second half. Toward the end of the first half, I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing one hit over the other hit. And I had to just keep replaying those scripts in my head over and over again and be ready for both of them just in case. We ended up going with Fanatics Sportsbook Trivia instead of the song of the season, basically. So that one would probably be pushed to the second half. But so far, it's been an amazing evening. The fans are actually very engaged, even though there seems to be more Bronco fans here than Commanders fans. But hopefully we'll be able to pull out a W. All right, I'll check in with you a little bit later. Bye. Guess what? We are going into overtime. It is tied at 22. And even though I am freezing out here, I'm super glad that we're going into overtime. Let's go. So we went for the 2 points because we had to, obviously, and they blocked it. Oh my gosh. Good effort, though. My gosh. Great job, Commanders. You didn't grab the win, but a valiant effort. Oh! Alrighty, so now I am back in the warm office and it feels so good in here. So what I'm gonna do now is pack up all of my things and just get myself together and ready, and then I'll hang out and wait for Lake to text me. He has to do post-game interviews and all of that stuff, so I'll head back out on the field, help him out if he needs, and then we will finally get out of here. It is about 12:20 in the morning. Good times. All right, guys, so that is a wrap. It is about 1:20 in the morning. I'm officially done, and I will be heading home. I hope you enjoyed the day in the life of an in-game host for the Washington Commanders. See you later.